Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to #AskFYE. This month's topic is all about questions you still have now that you've been in school for a few months. Also, don't forget that you can submit questions live on Twitter using #AskFYE, and we'll answer your questions as they come in. Today, to answer your questions, is Miranda Zimmerman, a student leader at FYE and events coordinator for Tiger Transition Team.
Hey everybody.
So, Miranda, tell us what your major is and your classification.
I'm a senior here at LSU, and I'm an elementary education major, and I have a minor in leadership development, so I'm almost done.
What's a fun fact about you?
I went to Europe for 2 weeks over the summer through a college program called EF College Break. So it's for students who are in college or from the age like 18 to 26. So if that's something that you might be interested in, it was a great experience.
Awesome. So let's dive into the questions.
Okay.
Where can a student receive tutoring?
The Center for Academic Success website and office is a great way for students to get that extra help that they need. So there's other resources as well through that website. You can get some online tutoring through Smart Thinking, and it's like over 900 hours of free online tutoring. Also, if you need some extra, maybe one-on-one help for some of those more difficult classes, you can have a one-on-one tutor that you pay, and there are students who have completed those courses that know what to do. Also, the Shell Tutorial Center in Middleton Library is open every day for students that can go and just sit, and there's workers in there to help students just with a little bit of extra tutoring that they need.
How can a student navigate traffic and commuter parking?
Well, the Google Hangout topic from last week was parking. So if you go to the Ask FYE Google Plus page, you can actually see the video, kind of sort of like this, but the parking version. And those questions, all those questions, answers are on there.
Awesome. Where can a student get help with time management?
Time management is something that you kind of learn from yourself and what works best for you. I mean, Center for Academic Success again is there, but what I've learned is to buy an agenda or a planner that has that monthly layout, that has like a little box that you can write things in each day for the month, so that you can open it and see, okay, here's what I have this day, this day, this day, here's what I have coming up. I've also learned that when my teacher gives me a syllabus, I write every test date, because they're usually on there, test date, every homework assignment, and then as you go, you can fill in. Also, write the important dates for the LSU academic calendar on there. You know, when's the last day you can drop a course, stuff like that.
Awesome. What do you suggest is the best way to get involved at LSU?
The lsu.edu/live/get-involved is a website where students can see all the different things that LSU students can get involved with. So there's like Greek life, there's volunteer LSU, there's student organizations, study abroad, but also you can look at TigerLink. So maybe TigerLink is more specific to your interests. So
one question that we've kind of seen a lot is students need help with tips on how to save money, especially on the food that they buy. What advice can you give about that?
Well, personally, I want to kind of come from a personal standpoint. I know it's really tempting to maybe eat in the Union or get a coffee every day. But if you know that you're going to be hungry throughout the day, make a sandwich. You know, sometimes that's just the best way to kind of curb your appetite. And so when you make a sandwich and maybe you're in the Union with your friends hanging out, just eat that sandwich, and you don't have to worry about eating food in the Union. But there's also a resource LSU has called this Smith Student Financial Management Center, and so they'll be able to help you as far as managing your money if you don't really know how to do that, if you can't figure out how to do that.
Okay. What are places that give student discounts?
There's a list on LSU's website, but it's easier just to go into a store and ask. hey, do y'all have student discounts? A lot of places will take Tiger Cash, so if you need to use it that way. Cox Communications, I know Mike Anderson's has a day, some movie theaters, and there's places in the mall that do student discounts. So just ask. I think that's the best way.
Okay. Is it a good idea to buy football tickets at the game, or is it possible to buy student tickets?
It's possible to buy student tickets, and at the beginning of the year, you'll have that priority period to order your student tickets, but I do not suggest, and you cannot buy student tickets through the LSU athletic website on game day. So plan that ahead of time with the LSU athletics before game day. Don't do it the day of.
What are some tips you have for game day preparation? What do you do?
Wear comfortable clothes. I know we all, like, girls like to dress up, boys like to dress up and look nice, but if it's an all-day affair and you're tailgating before, you want to be able to enjoy tailgating as well as the game itself. So wear comfortable clothes. You can still look cute, and also be respectful to the people around you and the students around you and the players, because you're there to support them.
So one question we have coming in is, I'm thinking of applying for an internship. Is it too early? What do I need to prepare?
Oh, it's never too early. So check out the Olin Career Center website, and you can also go into their office and schedule an appointment with the Career Center, and they'll be able to help you and give you tips on certain internships that you may be interested in.
A student had a question about some of their friends never being able to attend First Friday because of class. Will there be any later times throughout the year?
First Fridays is just for breakfast. However, there's so many FYE events that we have throughout the year, different times, not just on Fridays. So check those out on our FYE website. But another thing that FYE is hosting, and actually Tiger Transition Team is hosting, which I'm a part of, is Fall Harvest, and that's on October 27th. It's from 6 to 9 on the parade grounds, and we're actually going to be watching Hocus Pocus on the parade ground. So you'll get to do a costume contest. If you want to dress up, you can paint a pumpkin. We'll have snacks, all that fun stuff for y'all to enjoy.
Where's the best place to grocery shop on a budget?
Personally, I like to go to Winn-Dixie because you can get a rewards card, and those are free. So a lot of times they'll have buy one get one free snacks, and you always need a snack with you. But also with your Winn-Dixie card, if you spend so much money, you'll get reward points back for gas. So it's at Shell station, but still, if you spend so much money, you'll get maybe 5 cents off a gallon, and that does save a lot of money in the end. So
how do you find different on-campus events?
LSU social media is a really good way to find those different events. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, follow those, because things do change, so if you hear a word of mouth, that's okay, but things do change, times and dates and places. So keep up with social media. I think that's the best way.
How can you get an on-campus job without being assigned a work study, or how can you get a work study?
Okay, well, without a work study, there are some places that don't require that work study, and it's the UREC, the bookstore coffee shop, ITS, parking, Res Life, Union, and dining. So I know that's a lot, but sometimes the best way is maybe to just go ask. That's kind of how I got my FYE student and assistant job. I just asked. But if you do want work study, and if you think you're eligible for it, you have to put that on your FAFSA when you redo your FAFSA every year. And the Career Center and Careers to Go is a great resource. Careers to Go is actually online, so you can do that all online through the LSU website.
Okay. What do you suggest are good ways to meet new people when you're a freshman or even a higher level student, just ways to connect with other students?
Okay, so for first year experience, we have, like we've said, we have so many programs and so many events that we have going on throughout the year, and you can meet people there and mingle. But what I've learned is I meet a lot of my friends through my classes. My best friend and roommate is actually, I met her my freshman year in a class. So just connect with those people. Even if you start as just a person to share notes with, connect with them throughout the years, and you should make friends. It's fun.
Perfect. One specific question we have is, will disability services offer note-taking opportunities in upper level classes, so 3,000 and above?
Disability services accommodates for each individual student. So if there's a student in your upper level classes that still needs that extra note taking, of course there will be opportunities because we do accommodate for that. However, even in some classes, if there's not a student that doesn't need a note taker, then there won't be opportunities for that course. So you just have to check, and your instructor will always let you know.
Where is there a concise calendar available?
Through the registrar's office on LSU's website, there's a calendar. But as far as different events, you have to check with maybe like campus life events. They always have a calendar, but LSU academic calendar is on that registrar's office, and it does put all of the events and the important LSU dates on there. So
awesome. Okay, so just kind of to wrap things up, what's the advice you would give to your freshman self?
I have a lot of things that I'd give to my freshman self, but get involved. I got involved a little later. Maybe I got involved the second half of sophomore year, and I'm starting to get more leadership opportunities now, my senior year, when I wish I would have gotten more leadership opportunities in the beginning of the school and established that. So get involved and don't be afraid to ask somebody. Like freshman year, if you're just walking, through the quad and you don't know where something is, just ask someone. They were there before. We were all freshmen scared of a big campus. So ask someone and get involved, and don't be afraid. LSU's amazing.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Miranda, so much for being here. We enjoyed having you. Thanks for tuning in, and remember that our next Hangout is on November 4th, and the topic will be all about scheduling. Okay,
Hi,
we'll
guys.
see you then.
Thank you.